It's official. Democrats will maintain control of the Senate, winning the midterm elections just within the last 24 hours. This has been made official with results rolling in from Nevada and flips taking place in the favor of the Democrats. I'm going to be sharing with you the latest updates coming out the moment that they won control of the Senate, and also Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer's reaction. And also stick around to the end as we're going to be discussing what are the implications of this for the Democratic agenda, our economy, what's going to be unfolding as we're still awaiting also the results for the House of Representatives. What's up, you guys? I'm Steve. This is your breaking news update. Do me a favor before we dive in, smash the like button. And if you want to see more updates on what's happening with Congress, the election, stimulus provisions, I keep you up to date on stimulus checks, child tax credits, Social Security increases, PEBT benefits, SNAP, everything that is available happening in our economy. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button, just takes a second, and turn on the notification bell. But with that being said, let's go ahead and dive right in. I'm going to get you caught up on all of this, and let's start off with the moment that the Democrats won the Senate elections with the results rolling in from Nevada.
Masto ahead by about 5,000 votes. And as I say, what is to come now? And I believe that maybe with very limited, there it is. That's the check mark.
Oh, wow.
Catherine Cortez Masto declared by our decision desk the winner of the Nevada Senate race. With Catherine Cortez Masto's victory in the Nevada Senate race, Democrats now have control of the United States Senate ensured. They have their 50 seats, with Kamala Harris casting the tie-breaking vote that guarantees Democratic control of the Senate for the next 2 years.
Steve, I was about to ask you what else we're expecting from Nevada, but it does not matter at this point. We are now calling that Catherine Cortez Masto has been reelected to the United States Senate in the state of Nevada. This now gives the Democrats the 50 seats they require to maintain control of the United States Senate. There is still one unsettled race, that is Georgia, which will go to a runoff on December 6th. But now this becomes a very, very different discussion. In a midterm election, with a deeply unpopular president running at 44%, a whole lot of issues that otherwise were supposed to disadvantage Democrats, a historical precedent that causes Democrats to lose seats, or causes whatever party controls the White House to lose seats in a midterm election. The Democrats have retained control of the United States Senate. This is a remarkable conversation to be having.
They have not only defied expectations, they have defied history.
There you have it, the moment that Democrats won the Senate midterm elections. And like you heard them say, this is defying history, because typically what we see unfold is when you have a sitting president with this low of an approval rating, it is not good for his party. And right now, Democrats, they've got full control of Congress, the House, the Senate, and the presidency. So you heard a lot of talk about voters not being happy with their performance and there being a red wave, a ton of votes coming in for Republicans. But what we have here is actually the Democrats taking a seat in the Senate. They already have the full 50, and upcoming next month in December, we're going to have the Georgia Senate runoff elections, which means they could yet get another seat and have 51, which would give them even more power in the Senate, which means that if, say, a centrist Democrat in the Senate like Joe Manchin or maybe Kyrsten Sinema is trying to defy their Democratic agenda, they could overrule one opposing Democratic Senate member with that additional seat and continue to push forward their agenda. Now, we will see. I'll keep you up to date. We're still awaiting the results as well of the House of Representatives. It's too close to call, they're saying, but it looks like it might go to the Republicans and we could have a split Congress. I'll keep you up to date on that. But what it means is that in the Senate, Democrats are going to continue to push forward their agenda, and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer will remain Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer. And here is his reaction just coming out in the past 24 hours.
Great win for the American people. With the races now called in Arizona and Nevada, Democrats will have a majority in the Senate, and I will once again be Majority Leader. This election is a victory and a vindication for Democrats, our agenda, and for America and for the American people. There are three things that helped the Senate secure the majority. One, our terrific candidates. Two, our agenda and our accomplishments. And three, the American people rejected the anti-democratic, extremist MAGA Republicans. And I'm making a plea to my Republican colleagues. We can disagree on so many issues. That's fair. But let's not have this kind of divisive negativity. Let's not have the condonation of viciousness and even violence against poll workers, against so many others. Let us try to come together.
There you have it. Chuck Schumer, who will remain the Senate Majority Leader, reacting to the news that they have continued to maintain control. Now, we're going to be seeing what unfolds with the House of Representatives. Here are where things currently stand at this moment. 203 seats for the Democrats, 211 for the Republicans. And here's the main thing, is that Democrats, they maintained control by just 5 seats. Well, they have lost 7 and Republicans have gained 6. So it's starting to lean in the favor of the Republicans, which means that we would have a split Congress. Now, what does that mean for Biden and the Democrats and legislation and our economy? Well, it means that Democrats that had an agenda item to pass more child tax credits, Social Security increases, provide more spending, which we're hearing would speed up inflation and might have a negative reaction to the economy, although they're saying they'd be able to do it in a way that they could pay for it. They're not going to be able to push through those agenda items if we have a split Congress. Now, on the flip side, if we have a split Congress, Republicans and their agenda items, which we've heard about tax rebates, we've also heard about child tax credits and other provisions as well that they're saying they would bring to the forefront. They're going to have a hard time pushing that forward as well with a Democratic Senate and president. So a split here is going to make it very difficult for them to come to an agreement. So there's going to have to be a lot of negotiating taking place to push things through. Now, we will see, because the results still are not official. And as you know, things could flip. They flip all the time, and it seems like at the very last moment. Now, I will keep you guys up to date on this. Now, as I mentioned, though, if Democrats get full control again, they're going to continue to push on their agenda items. And we will see. I will keep you up to date, as a lot of people feel that Democrats and President Joe Biden during his campaign made a lot of promises that are unfulfilled, including $2,000 stimulus checks, which actually came up almost 2 years ago exactly during the Georgia Senate runoff elections, child tax credits, providing those again. And we're hearing this is very likely going to be a piece of legislation that does come to fruition. We're hearing by 2023, Republicans and Democrats alike are saying they want to bring back that expanded and enhanced monthly checks to parents. Social Security increases is back. If you missed my last video on it, check it out, as I did an update for you on 3 new proposals that are on the table for consideration to expand Social Security, extend the solvency, and enhance it by an additional $200 per month. Also, free childcare, free college tuition, and assortment of different provisions that have been promised by the Democrats. We will see. I'll keep you guys up to date. But that is the latest, as the results are official. They're out. Democrats, they control the Senate. And with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to hit the like button if you haven't already. Check out my second channel, Steve Ram Finance. Thank you for all the support on my kids' channel, Liam and Naya. More videos on the way. And if you want a comprehensive list of every stimulus check in the nation for states, cities, and counties, I've got a list of over 100 that I've compiled at www.reliefroadmap.com. But with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.